look at that piece of it, we do understand innovation very well. And we have it in our genes. Even when it comes to approaching new market segments, we continue to essentially push ourselves, and we look at ourselves as the market would. In other words, we go where the market is going, and we drive the pace of innovation in those markets, and we do it at a pace that enables us to basically stay well ahead of our competitors. There are really two things, that I think a company needs to have in order to continue to do well. One is innovation, and the other is velocity. And together, that combination will keep a company going in this growing computing time that we are seeing. What we want to do going forward is have a business strategy that takes into account where we should develop inside, where we should self-develop, where we should partner. What are other companies' strengths that we can leverage, and so we want to partner with them, okay? And where we should acquire. We want to have a very complex and rich business strategy that takes into account all of those different pieces. And then we want to build our organizational strength around that. And I think in Intel, we are slowly embracing that from having a business strategy that was largely around self-development, how can we make it a little bit more inclusive and aggressively go after both partnerships as well as acquisitions. The culture that I see in employees in Intel India around risk-taking, I think we have to, in India, learn to empower ourselves. Not wait to be told to do things, but empower ourselves to go figure out what the right thing to do is, and then go influence people to get the permission to go do it. I think that is a cultural gap that we still need to overcome. I would say to leaders, think about what it is you like to do, and then look for opportunities that are a good fit to that motivation. Because once you have that, then you have passion, and everything else just falls in place. We don't reach out for help as much as we should, both professionally and in our personal lives. I think we try to do too much ourselves. And if you look at professional lives, navigating one's career tends to be quite tricky. And it is very important to reach out to mentors and people who are willing to in fact sponsor you. And it's not as though people are not willing to do that. I think it is much more that we tend to not reach out as much as we easily can. And in our personal lives, I think, whether it is one's extended family, or it is hired help, or it is the community, the larger community, I think we've got to reach out and seek help, because it's very difficult to do it, right? So, those are, the last thing I'll tell you is, there are times when life feels like it's overwhelming, and the most important thing then is to simply persist. And I'm reminded of the words of Sheryl Sandberg that she used a long time back, where, she said, sit at the table, stay in the game. And I think that really captures what I'm basically talking about, and that is, just hang in there.